On this episode of Milestones, I have a very important question to ask all of you.
Ooh.
Are you happy?
No. And
Are you happy?
Sorry?
Are you happy?
Depends.
Okay, depends. Are you happy?
yes.
All right, so we have very different variation answers of happiness.
How about you then? Are you
if you
happy
ask
though?
me if I'm happy, I would say
What is that?
sort of. Okay, so let me ask you, what is your definition of happiness?
Okay. Just because I am happy. I was kidding about not being happy.
Yes,
I think my definition of happiness is just the people that surround me are positive people and loyal and are not backstabbers. Yeah. I think that's my definition of happiness.
So as long as people are loyal, you're happy.
Yeah, as long as people are loyal and happy.
Okay. What's your definition of happiness?
I think as long as the people around me are healthy, that's happiness.
Oh.
Oh, you're happy. Okay. What's your definition of happiness?
Well, I think when others are happy, I'm happy.
Are we like purposely trying to have different answers? No, it's good. It's a great answer. It's a great
I
answer.
just feel like my happiness is not. It's not that I don't care about my happiness, but I feel more contented when the people around me, I know their needs and their wants are fulfilled. I'm happy.
If you look at it another way, it's quite sad. We're only happy if other people are happy.
I mean,
How about you
there are
then?
the people who think that way. But my definition of happiness is
Stability, I guess.
yeah, I think stability.
Yeah.
I like things in balance. If things are imbalanced, I'll be like, I may not show it, but I get very easily agitated at the slightest inconvenience.
Oh, that's so different from me. I thrive in chaos.
Oh yeah. I love chaos. I love freedom. I love the probability of I do not know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, see,
No, I
that's-
definitely do not love that. But
I do not love that. but you thrive in like organized chaos. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, this guy likes organized chaos. This guy just like jumbled up mess.
yeah. It's a different. I believe that we are talking about a different kind of chaos.
I love how I do not know what is happening tomorrow sometimes.
That's terrible. That's not.
No, like I mean we can plan things, but you know,
So you're the guy that
I love the beauty of like finding out what's tomorrow.
That's
Yeah.
great. That's great.
Yeah, that I don't like that. And if I know what's happening tomorrow, I'm happy. Like, yes, okay,
Yeah,
tomorrow
me too.
settled. Very stable, very stability.
I don't like you know that song Into the Unknown? Yeah, I don't like that.
Actually, no.
I don't like that. I like the into the pre-plan.
Okay. So let's just say, okay.
I think I'm going back to the health thing. I just want to get it out of the way.
okay.
Why I think happiness means health. It's a very Chinese thing. Every Chinese New Year, they
Is
say
there like a
health.
saying?
No, there are millions of sayings about health. But I think the truth is that many things can make you happy. Materialistic things can make you happy. You can be superficial. You can party. You can do every single thing. Money, everything can make you happy. Material goods can make you happy. LV, Chanel, it can all bring temporary happiness. But nothing is more scary than finding out that you have a health problem, or you might die, or the person you love may die.
Yeah.
That's the dark truth. And then it becomes an issue where no money can fix that. And then your happiness is threatened by it.
Yeah.
Dang. Now I'm unhappy.
Sorry?
Now it just hits me. Then I was like, wow, sudden feeling of unhappiness.
Because for
It's
sure.
it's
Like
a scary
what?
feeling.
It is a scary feeling of losing someone.
Especially that we're getting
Like
older.
think about it. What threatens your happiness? Losing someone.
Correct.
Losing someone you love.
It's exceptionally true for us because
Yeah.
we're getting older, so our parents are getting older.
I don't think there's anything more unhappy than that.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
What about chaos?
But we talk about happiness, right?
Yeah.
To me, it's like peace, serenity. There's a lot of different kind of things that can bring happiness. Dopamine, serotonin, those also bring happiness. Obviously, uploading a video, seeing a lot of views, that makes me happy. Going to the bank, opening my bank account, seeing a nice number, that makes me happy.
I guess fulfillment is
Must
one
have
of your
nice
problems.
number.
Yeah, it must have a nice number.
No have.
Some months I don't even dare to open my bank account.
Open bank $9.
Those were the days. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess fulfillment is one of your form of happiness also.
Yeah. For me, it's
Like-
more like
like,
contentment.
Contentment.
For me, it's like contentment.
You're being content in the situation. lah.
Yeah, like it's nothing too over the top, nothing too underwhelming. It's just content where it's just like, but maybe in a sense it's not really that great for me because like why settle for good when I can be great?
For sure.
So because this is like my minimum already, so that's why I'm happy because it's stable. But of course I want things to be better.
I think happiness is very broad.
It's very
Yeah.
subjective.
I think
It
you
is
can-
very
You
subjective.
can narrow it down to perhaps joy,
Mm.
fulfillment,
Mhm.
peace. I think there are different kinds of happiness,
Yeah.
and I don't think I generally seek happiness.
Happiness just comes to you.
No,
It's more like a mindset. You know, are you
Yeah.
happy with the outcome? Are you happy with the results that you have? Are you happy in this situation?
yeah.
Yeah, because happy is just like a placeholder for other words.
Yes.
Like, do you feel like a certain sense of
Yeah.
safety and stuff like that? Okay, like for me, okay, let me just shoot a question to you. What is the happiest moment in your life?
I think when Stali was born,
Stalia was born. Happiest moment. Okay.
happiest.
You done?
Oh, there were too many.
Pick one.
Pick one. I would say I'm a guy who tried to find a happy moment every time because.
All right, dude. We all have happy moments.
I-
Just pick one.
Pick one. Wow.
Just like off the top of your head. Everyone has that one moment.
Okay, close my eyes.
Just
okay.
off the top of your head.
Okay.
One happy moment. Doesn't have to be the most happy.
The last dinner I had before my dad passed away. That was very happy.
With your dad.
Yeah, my dad before he passed away. I remember it was after selling my wannabe teas. I went to 18 Chef at Sydney Leisure. He said, thank you.
Wow.
And I didn't know it was the last dinner. Yeah.
Okay, my happiest. You're gonna laugh at me. My happiest moment was when I got the call from my teacher and said, "Congratulations, you got distinction for O level."
Oh.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jamie.
No, I mean, no, because okay, context. I've been failing the entire year. I was bottom of my class. I was projected to fail, and on my list, you know, like teachers ask you to write your goals and dreams.
Yeah.
My goal was to enter Singapore Poly biomedical field. My teacher, when I made my paper, said, "Write me something more realistic." I was hurt, so I worked towards it. So when I got the call, I got distinction. I cried, and I was so happy.
Did you
That's
go to
my-
Singapore Poly?
I rejected Singapore Poly.
Oh, wow.
Came to a point where I was like, nah, I'm good. It's okay. What's your happiest moment?
And you all know my happiest moment. It happened in the waters. My proposal to Zoe.
I wasn't there. Thanks.
That was my happiest moment.
Well, 50% of us were there.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, that was really happy. I was surrounded by friends, and also I found the love of my life. I made the love of my life my partner. You know.
Yeah, nice. I like that.
Happiness is an emotional state characterized by feelings of joy, satisfaction, contentment, and fulfillment. While happiness has many definitions, it is often described as involving positive emotions and life satisfaction.
Life satisfaction.
Are you satisfied with your life?
Oh, wow. That's a whole different can of worms, man. Because like, am I satisfied?
The answer
No.
is no.
I'm not satisfied with my life.
Good.
I'm happy, but I'm not satisfied.
Yeah.
Because I'm still living it and I still have goals to achieve. So until I reach my final goal, I will never be satisfied.
Okay.
Goals, not goal lah. Multiple goals, which is settle down, start a family, buy a car, have grandkids. Yeah. Retire.
And you,
I
Vincent?
think same answer. I am not really satisfied, but I'm optimistic that it will get better.
Optimistic.
And you?
For me, you know how I always think I'm about to die. So like, you know, when I'm in a roller coaster, I'm about to die. I always close my eyes, and when I go close my eyes, it's not like, "Oh, mommy, where are you?" It's basically I close my eyes. If I die today, will I be happy? And I told myself, yeah. After what I've been through, after what I've achieved, I think I'm. If one day, boom, hey, you don't die, I'll be happy.
Okay,
Any
Mr.
point of
Morbid.
my life. So I think I'm happy with my life.
That's
Wow.
amazing. When I'm on a roller coaster, I just hope I don't hit something.
Yeah.
Or like a bird or something.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
okay.
I've seen
No,
too
but
many
I did,
videos
not,
of
I
it.
did not know that so many thoughts go through your head during a roller coaster.
Imagine if you actually bring him go bungee jumping.
You queue up
No,
for one
no,
whole
no.
hour just to have
No
that
wonder
mindset.
you don't want to go bungee jumping.
No, okay, so basically you are happy to the fact that when you pass on, you know that you leave a legacy behind.
Yeah, if you die tomorrow, are you happy?
I'm happy.
My answer is yes.
My answer is yes.
I'm not. I will not be happy about the death, but I will be happy about the life.
Yeah.
Correct. The life that you live.
I mean, like, I could have been like married or have children. Yeah, but okay lah.
Yeah. Wow.
I think I would be upset.
If you died.
I haven't lived enough.
Oh yeah, I mean, of course. Yeah. Okay. Let's not saying. We're not saying about.
When should
no,
we
I
die?
completely understand. Sorry, maybe the way my question was not phrased correctly.
Yeah.
I would be upset if I die tomorrow. I have not spent all my money. what I'm trying to say is, looking back at your life, like, are you happy about it? Like, are you satisfied?
Like from that point.
Yeah, from that point.
Okay, then
like,
I
so
would.
far,
I think I
like,
would.
Yeah.
Except for COVID.
Like we talk about positive emotions and life satisfaction.
Life satisfaction. I feel like I'm okay.
Yeah. We wouldn't. Okay. Actually, I know, like, of all of us, right? Only Vincent is considered a happy person. Like, I would say, like, when I look at this guy, he's happy. He's happy.
Because of his
positive energy.
Because of his outward portrayal of like just brighter
He's just a
emotions.
happy guy in general. And
Okay.
like, I mean, if somebody were to know four of us and point to the most happy guy, is Vincent.
That's true.
Mm.
But does it help the fact that because you are extrovert?
No. I think generally he's just a happy.
I'm just a happy
He's
person.
just a happy guy with positive emotions.
Yeah. I like to bring out joy in the room.
That is true.
Mm.
Don't expect me to do that.
No, we don't.
Yeah, I'll be sitting in the corner quiet.
Let's talk about seeking happiness.
What do
kind
you
of
do?
what kind of happiness do you seek?
Wow.
Because it's very normal for people to say that they want to be happy, right? I mean, it is sort of a life metric that, like, how, like, people talk about success. People talk about how you measure one's life. Like, are you happy? What do you do to seek that happiness?
I think it changes after time. While you grow up, right? Like when you were young, you try to chase the very fast and strong dopamines. But now it's more serenity, about being calm, being chill in the moment. I think I appreciate more smaller moments of happiness than rather like trying to chase for the big happiness.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like when like in game night, just seeing
Yeah.
all my friends
Yeah,
there. Like,
I
that's
agree.
nice.
Yeah, for me, happiness is seeing the people around me happy.
Yeah,
You know,
me too.
That's how I seek it. That's I guess that's why I'm such a I have such an
and
opposite outlook.
spending time with
Yeah.
them, knowing that, like,
Yeah.
it's all good. But I think at some point we also, like, I don't know about you, but I don't try to seek daily happiness. I try to seek overall serenity, but I definitely don't try to seek daily happiness. And maybe that's a flaw, that's a character flaw, but I don't feel the need to be extremely like I don't feel the need to be like Vincent.
Yeah, understandable. I feel the need. Like I had to drag him out of the house yesterday.
I feel like your definition one has a slight. There's a follow up to that. Like, you don't have to seek daily happiness, but if you were to have like daily goals and you actually complete it, it's a byproduct. So happiness
Yeah.
is a byproduct. You're happy.
Yeah, for sure.
That you complete it. So
For
you
sure.
don't have to be like a whole like yeah, but it's just that you're happy that it's just
Like, I wouldn't measure happiness by the day. I would measure it by the years and then divide it into the number of days and the average of it.
ooh.
Yes, we're getting some science.
No,
here.
there's no sign.
Is it, what, 3 kilogram here? what?
No, because honestly, if you ask me if
No,
I
like okay,
if you compare.
okay. Simply put, if I had a calendar and at the end of the day, every day I have to put either a smiley face or a sad face, I wouldn't try to get a smiley face every day. But after 5 years, I would hope that on average there would be a lot more smiley face.
The
than
ratio,
sad
the
face.
ratio of smiley face is more than a sad face.
Yeah.
that's a very good
And
way
then
of
that
looking at it.
would be happiness to me.
Wow.
Overall happiness.
But like being like happy and joyful every day, I find it tiring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't.
And I find it an obstacle to reach my goals because I find a lot of, I mean, unfortunately, I do find a lot of short-term happiness in stupid things, buying stupid things, and doing stupid things.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when I look back, like, none of it makes me happy. But it's fun, adrenaline,
Yeah,
meaningless also.
It's just euphoria.
But like you eventually find a bigger meaning, like the health of your loved ones and the presence of your loved ones. And then to me that is true happiness also.
Dang. Yeah.
Agree with that.
Because I remember like if I were to 10 years ago, it's very easy for me to label happiness. Happiness was Wednesday, Friday, Saturday.
For sure.
Right.
Mm.
And then as you grow older, maybe if you work a 9 to 5 job, happiness is TGIF for you. Because Friday is end of the work week. For me now, every day, it's a bit cliche lah. If as long as I'm alive, you know, I have a roof over my head, I have a bed that I can sleep in, I'm happy.
So I think now happiness is when you get to relax
Yeah.
and rest.
Like because you think about it like this, life is like a game. You have different stages, you have different levels of going. Every day is like a new level because you experience life differently. It's a matter of whether you go to bed completing your missions or you have a lot of incomplete missions. You know what I mean? Like, of course you feel better and happier if you complete your daily missions. You go to bed satisfied. You'll be like, yes, I'm done. Let's carry on with tomorrow. If you go on with your day with only like one thing out of 10, you'll be like, oh damn, this is such a bad day. And I'm unhappy.
So you're
Screw this
so back in the younger days, it's more like you keep doing side quests.
Ugh, too many side quests.
Too many side quests.
Okay. Satisfaction in terms of materialism. Material satisfaction. Does it make you happy? The ability to own what you want, a house, a car, you know, can such satisfaction make you happy?
To a certain extent, yes.
I'm not a very materialistic person, I think.
Yeah.
I like living in the moment.
Mm.
I like using the money I have to do activities instead of having
Experiences.
experiences instead of like materialistic things like what roller coasters, all that, or like amusement parks and all that, like arcade, like those kind of things. I spend my money and that makes me happy.
So like money on experiences.
On experiences, yes.
I think more into relationships. More, no, not really. I'm not a materialistic guy. I don't think so. I will ever be. Yeah.
But materialism doesn't just go into like clothing and
Yeah, like I said, let's say if I
accessories.
have no clothes or no social media or no phone, I think I can live by. But I think I wouldn't want to be alone. So maybe family and friends or a partner would be nice. But if I'm naked with nothing, I think I might be happy. Not in a way where you think it's naked as in stripped off my material.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for the clarification.
Why would I want to be naked with
I don't
my
know, because I know that makes you happy.
How about you?
Sorry,
About you? Materialism.
I think it's meaningless, but
Meaningless?
Short term.
it's very secondary,
Mm.
and sometimes it's a form of therapy,
Therapy? How?
like retail therapy,
Mm.
buying stupid things.
Oh, okay.
Like for me, right? I work so hard and I go through so much trauma at work and at the things that I do. That at times I just need to buy something so ridiculous or do something so ridiculous or make sure that the money is just spent
To remind
so
yourself
that I can remind myself like, okay, you know, I work so hard. It's at least there's this. It's like some form of consolation. It's a form of
Rewarding
also-
yourself.
No, it's not rewarding myself. It's definitely not rewarding myself. Like I do not look at my car or anything that I own and be like, oh yeah, now it's worth it. No,
I think it's a reason.
it's a consolation. Yeah,
It's like a reason. Like I
but
worked this hard
without
for this.
without that consolation, it would also be quite difficult for me. And without that consolation, I would not be as motivated.
Right.
Yeah.
I get what you
It's like obviously there's a bigger
picture.
picture, but sometimes there's the side quest that you want to sort out.
Yeah, side quest.
I agree. Minus the cars and luxury bags, more like my shopping cart.
Shop.
Everyone has their form.
Everyone has their form.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have no idea how many fidget spinners I bought for no reason.
But did it make you happy though?
You have no idea how much swords I buy, lightsabers I buy.
I like you said, it doesn't make us happy, but it's more like it's like
Yeah.
that kind of feeling.
It's
Like a-
consolation.
Consolation. Okay. For me, it was like investing on game skins.
Yeah.
You know, when you play game, you invest money in
it's the
diamonds.
same concept. It's the same concept. Same concept.
Looking back, I'm like, why did I do
That
that?
is
It's
really
always
concept.
like this. It's
Right.
always like this.
Right. And then you still do. I don't even play the game anymore. And I'm like, why did I waste like $2,000 on this game?
I'm sure Hal looks at his Iron Man statue and is like, why?
No,
Except for that one.
You
Except for that
don't.
one.
You don't
Except
disrespect
anything.
the Mark 42. Okay, it's still a very staple trademark of the house. That's literally the first thing you see when you come in.
Yeah.
Maybe the Wing Chun.
Hey.
Talk about that. Okay, emotional satisfaction, guys. Romantic relationships with family and friends, personal development, health. How does that make you happy? Answer it.
Sorry, what was the question?
We don't. I think.
Does it make you happy? Emotional satisfaction.
Emotion is. Let me think about this question.
Okay, basically, does emotional satisfaction make you happy?
Putting an accent doesn't make it.
okay. I'll answer this first. Okay, emotional satisfaction does make me happy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like I'm the kind of person. It's like if I see my partner unhappy, I would be unhappy too. So I would need both of us to be happy, which it can be a bit taxing sometimes because you can't expect someone to feel the way you do constantly.
100% agree.
I get what you mean.
100%. Yeah. And okay, very good point. Next, does success makes you happy?
Hell yeah.
100%.
100%, bro. Do you know that? I think in what month are we in now? We're in March. In just 3 months, right? I feel like personally I have achieved so much more than I have for the past 3 years. Like
Past 5.
past 5. Okay, past 5.
Yeah,
Like
calling out
past
there.
3 months, I've achieved more than I've ever have past 5 months. I think this is what actually, if you ask me right now, what I'm happy about, I'm finally happy that I managed to break my ceiling.
Growth.
In my growth, which I've been under for the past 5 years.
So
Right.
what was the change?
The change is a set of mind. It's literally just mindset, bro.
Titan minds.
It's titan. It's a titan's mindset. Okay, on how you tackle your day, how you tackle problems, how you just do problem solving, and if you look at things in a different light, like
You guys know that I asked Dan, I literally tasked Dan to run a motivational account just
know.
so that he
He
it will
motivates himself.
grow his mindset.
This motivational account is just for you.
Yes, actually for that.
He tricked you. It was actually for you to motivate yourself.
but it's gaining traction also on the
it
account, so
works,
it's okay.
it works.
Yeah. So if and I think that's the saying, like if you just keep telling yourself that things will be alright, it will eventually be alright. Something like that.
And sometimes like there's no need to worry about so much about are you happy, worry about like seeking happiness. Because I feel like the more you seek,
The more you get
tougher
disappointed,
it gets,
you
and
get
the more you
disappointed.
get disappointed. Yeah.
It's like
It's
that.
more of a mindset and really to just appreciate every single thing. And I'm not saying you have to compare with someone who's doing worse than you and be like, you should be happy because did you know there are people who are starving? It should never be like that.
I
It should never be like
I hate
this.
people who say that.
But sometimes we are really, you know, sometimes because of the stuff that we go through, the mindset that we go through, we fail to appreciate the things we have. We fail to appreciate that we are able to, we get to do the things we love as a living. We get to have flexibility. We get to be around people we love. We get to explore things. We even get to have a job. There's a lot of things that we don't appreciate. So I think appreciation is an important part
Yeah.
of happiness.
I think a lot of people take things for granted sometimes.
For sure. Researchers have identified 2 types of social comparison. Upward social comparison, where we look at people we feel are better off than we are in an attempt to become more inspired and more hopeful. And a downward social comparison, where we look at people who are worse off than we are in an effort to feel better about ourselves and our situation. That is exactly what we just talked about, you know, comparing ourselves to people who don't who are starving and stuff like
Right.
that. So
But why do I feel like if you were to follow the downward social comparison, it makes you more like a bad guy?
No, it won't make you a bad guy. It make you a very sour guy.
sorry.
Like, doesn't it make you like a bad guy if you were to follow the downward social comparison?
Maybe not necessarily bad guy. If you look down on, like I sometimes look down on like my past self, and I think I improve. So I feel like I grew, because I don't think I will compare myself with anyone else but the person I am yesterday. And I think
I agree with this.
I don't say, wow, last time I in Aboys to Men, now I'm nothing. No lah, I would say things like, okay, this small achievement where you are able to be more aware of your surrounding, or you need to have a pause, small situations where I feel I'm better than who I was yesterday. So I think I agree on the downward social comparison will be appropriate.
Yes. But at the same time, perhaps you have not experienced the day where you are actually worse than yesterday.
Again, one more time.
Yeah, you may not have experienced the day where you realize that maybe the yesterday's version of you is better.
Oh.
Actually, I have
Like I
a
mean,
lot.
I used to run very fast. Now I'm a bit aging, and then
That's not what I'm
But that's on a physical kind of context. Like in general.
like in terms of growth, if we're talking about growth and happiness, you know.
Because it's a vicious cycle, I realize that if you keep comparing yourself to the past, you'll be stuck there for a while.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the downward social comparison, right? If you do compare, like let's say a person or yourself in the past that has worse off than you are now, right? You might just be stagnant, like, oh, okay, I'm better.
Yeah,
than the-
exactly. There's
better
there's
than the
no
past.
there's no motivation for you to become better. You know? Because you'll be like, oh, okay, so if that's my bar, I'm just gonna stay above this bar. I'm just gonna stay there forever. When there's like a higher ceiling for you to chase.
So what steps can we take to move forward to true happiness?
To true happiness, I mean, I feel like if you're feeling down or what, surround yourself with people that are positive. Surround people with positive. Because if you hang out with negative people, you might become a negative person. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You are the average of the 5 people that you surround yourself with.
Yes. Mine is very simple. I think I have to give credit to Chen Hao for this one. Because one thing he said to me earlier on this year that really stuck to me even to now is to give yourself a to-do list. Because even when on days where mentally you're down, if you have a to-do list, your body will still try to follow that list. Mentally you can be like gone. But physically, as long as you're doing it, at the end of the day, you realize that you've done your task, you're happy. So
It's about the mindset.
yeah. So just have a to-do list and try to complete it.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That is true. And like, because happiness may be temporary, even mood, which we have not talked about, mood will affect happiness in general. And if your mood is down, you don't get to complete the things that you were supposed to do. You get anxiety about it, and you are so far behind of your deadlines and stuff. And then it just becomes a cycle. It becomes a vicious cycle. And yeah, that's why it's a really good advice. Good advice. Just have a to-do list, so that when you're not motivated, when you're not happy, you still get it done. And
Correct.
at the end of the day, you sit in your farm like Thanos, looking back, and you realize, okay, it costed me a bit, but I still did it. I do not want to compare to Thanos, but it's the best. Like I often get that. Like, I see myself like at the end of the day, like I'm at the farm with my arm broken after using the Infinity Gauntlet, but I did what was necessary.
The man was evil, but he makes some good points.
Yeah, he was.
The older you get, the more you realize that Thanos was actually right to a certain extent. You know.
That's a complete different argument, but Red.
Oh, for me, I feel that in life, nothing is certain other than death. So around you, you cannot control, but within you, you can. So we always have a choice. Love is a choice. Happiness is a choice. We always have a choice. And whenever we have emotions, put it aside. Emotions doesn't come from this part of your chest. It comes from this thing called the brain. So if you have the right mindset, you ask yourself, today happy, not happy? You ask yourself, what is your purpose? And if you maybe the question too big, you try to achieve tasks and then slowly overcome it, and slowly you'll find the right purpose. And then after that, you realize is those emotions were they necessary? And then after that, you will know happiness.
I got lost. Sorry.
No, it makes sense.
No,
It
no,
makes
no,
sense.
no,
It
yeah.
makes sense. It's exactly what Dan said, but in
Yes.
a slightly more
Read one fight.
read one way.
Wait. There's a perfect saying what you just said. It's a very short form. I need to. Oh, I found it. Okay. What you are talking about? It's called Shikita Ganai. The let go of what you cannot change. Recognize that there are some things that are just out of control, and that's okay. Let go and focus on what you can change.
Correct.
Yes, correct. Because there's a lot of things you cannot change except for your mindset.
Correct.
Yeah.
So-
And emotion is all mindset. It's not here. It's here.
Exactly. So just remember this. Shikita ganai.
Shikita
ganai.
ganai.
Shikita ganai.
Shitaki ganai.
There's a lot of things that you cannot change.
What is that to be food with you? Like how do you food?
Food makes me happy.
Shikina kanai.
Shikita ganai.
Okay.
Shikita ganai. You should follow it. I'll send it to you later. It's a very nice. I like to look at these Japanese mindsets things. Very very profound.
Let
But
me
yeah.
see some of that in the account then.
I see some of these like mindset posters too. My mom posts them a lot.
Okay.
On her Instagram.
Ask her to follow then.
Follow me. Maybe she can get inspired also.
All right. My advice would be to appreciate everything you have and really take a step back and just absorb what you have. Don't be complacent because complacent does not lead to being complacent. Definitely does not lead to happiness. But it's important to take a step back and appreciate everything that you have. Whether you are comparing upward or downward, it really doesn't matter. Like sometimes you are much better off than you think. And if you want true happiness, just look around you and try to appreciate the things you have while continuing to have goals and chase further happiness. Yeah.
All right.
Maybe my answer would be different in a few years,
Yes.
but
for now.
for now, that would be my answer.
Right. Okay.
All right, so we have come to the end of this podcast.
Very happy. Note. And on that happy note, thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Milestones podcast. Let us know in the comment section below what do you think is your definition of happiness. We would like to know.
And how you achieve it.
Correct. So as usual, remember to subscribe to the channel and we see you guys next time. Peace. Bye bye.